Prince Harry continues his campaign, and the media have picked this up today. And he's Harry is a figure who, like his late mother, Princess Diana, is a symbol of public fascination and also a victim of press intrusion. And this goes beyond celebrity gossip. It confronts fundamental questions of accountability, justice, media ethics, particularly in the UK. And this week, he takes his stand against Rupert Murdoch's news group newspapers, the NGN, the publisher of The Sun and the now defunct News of the World. And the trial is not just about phone hacking or dodgy journalism, it's a crusade against what Harry calls endemic, large-scale, unlawful information gathering. And it's about acts that allegedly go back to the 1990s, I would say probably even before that. And for Harry, this is personal. It's about holding a powerful institution accountable for the harm inflicted on him, his family, and countless others. He's joined by Lord Tom Watson, the former Labour deputy leader and a tireless advocate for press regulation during his time on the Parliamentary Culture, Media and Sport Select Committee. And they are the last claimants standing in a case that for many, including Hugh Grant and Sienna Miller, felt financially forced to abandon. Settlements, after all, are easier for media conglomerates with deep pockets, as my old MP, Dr. Evan Harris, once remarked in his work with Hacked Off. Newsgroup newspapers has long denied allegations of wrongdoing at The Sun. It has apologised for hacking at News of the World, closed the newspaper and paid over £1 billion in settlements. But this case digs deeper, alleging a cover-up involving destroyed emails and the deception by the system during the 2011 Leveson inquiry into media ethics. And Prince Harry's claims, now narrowed due to statute limitations, focuses on blagging, obtaining information through deception, tapping phones, and even rifling through bins. And NGN vehemently denies these allegations, describing them as unsustainable. Yet the trial may expose broader truths about how journalism's dark arts operated for years under the guise of public interest reporting. And the stakes are monumental. For Prince Harry, this trial represents a moral crusade for accountability, and he's described himself as the last man standing, determined to bring to light the practices he says caused irreparable harm to his family and to others. For NGN, a defeat could shatter its long-held narrative that phone hacking was the work of a few bad apples. If the court finds evidence of a corporate-wide cover-up, it could lead to seismic consequences, not only for NGN but for the broader media landscape. Testimonies from whistleblowers, politicians and victims will be pivotal, including potential appearances by Hugh Grant, Sienna Miller, and even the former Prime Minister Gordon Brown. The trial also highlights how financial risk shapes access to justice. Most claimants settled because they could not afford to keep going to court, with some like Hugh Grant fearing liabilities of up to £10 million. The amount that they might have won is outstripped by the amount they have to pay out. And Harry can afford to push forward, not for financial gain, but for the principle. And as his lawyer stated, the case is about truth and accountability, even if the only people who actually make money out of this are the lawyers. Prince Harry's battle reminds us of the need for robust media regulation, and the Leveson inquiry sparked critical debates, but its second phase, intended to investigate cover-ups, was shelved, just as the real investigation into reality TV was shelved. Basically, government seems to connive with these incredibly powerful forces in media. And without that second investigation, we're left with incomplete answers and lingering doubts about the media's capacity for self-regulation. My former MP, Evan Harris, who was very helpful to me, once argued that reform to protect claimants pursuing cases of public interest from being coerced into settlements is needed. His advocacy underscores the imbalance of power between individuals and media giants, an imbalance this case seeks to redress. So, watching this courtroom drama unfold, we should be reminded of the enduring tension between press freedom and accountability. And press freedom to do wrong is not freedom, is it? You cannot be free to do wrong. You can only be free to do right. And while a press While a free press is vital to democracy, it must operate within the boundaries of proper ethics. And the pursuit of headlines cannot justify unlawful intrusion or the destruction of lives, just as distortions of what people say must be condemned. Prince Harry's fight is, in many ways, emblematic of our society's struggle to reconcile these values. Whether he wins or loses, his courage in standing up to a media empire is an act of defiance that forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about the cost of unchecked power. Prince Harry, whatever the media might say about him, whatever you might think about him, is in this instance absolutely a hero who needs to be saluted. Prince Harry is doing the right thing. Now, it could have been done by anybody with pockets deep enough to do it. But he needs our respect and he needs our support. And I think he needs to be praised. The time for digging at Harry is past. The time now has come to rally around Harry and recognise the value of his campaign.